worth. All that chrome went away. Alright, here we go with the other piece. Okay, exhaust manifold's in. Okay, wires fit through here, no problem. Okay, yeah, they do touch, I'm not gonna lie, they do touch, but so far coming out here, I do have room this way through here, and then let's see if I can make it work this way. If I cannot, I might as well go with a turbo log. I don't want to do it, but it's gonna have already the T4 already mounted, T4 flange already mounted, and I may have to go through the back, so it's gonna suck. But if I do give me the turbo log, okay, well, I could probably make it. Let me see if I can make it with this one. I would have to build a pipe here, meet it with this one right here, so that it comes from here, meets it right here, T4 flange right here, spools it, and then the intake. Now as far as the intake manifold, guys, what do you think? I don't have enough room here. If I want to get myself one of those high-rise intercoolers, I might have to cut part of that out. So I might have to go with that air-to-air instead of air-to-water. So I may have to go air-to-air. Got a lot of room here. See, as you guys can see, got plenty of room. I can put an intercooler there, but I want to do it a little lower than normal so that I won't affect this radiator as much, because too much heat will bring the temperatures up on the radiator. I don't want that. But I'll be able to still keep that exhaust manifold as it is. I may have to go through the back. I think it's gonna be easier through the back, coming up through the front. Well, I'll do the math and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with the T4 mount, T4 flange mount. I'll figure something out. Alright guys, we got it cut now. I used my die grinder and I decided to make the straightest cut possible. I drew some lines, got it cut, it's all set and done. Okay, that's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna bolt up. Let me show you this way. It's gonna bolt up to the engine this way. Okay, and the pipe's gonna have that to sit on, so I just gotta weld around it. Now I got the pipe. Let me show you where the pipe is, or how it's gonna look like. So now, grabbing the pipe, see what I'm doing? I try to cut it as nice as I could, so it'll be nice and straight. And all I gotta do is weld. That's it. So I'll keep trimming, mark it around with a Sharpie, and then that bend at the bottom, I'll figure something out with the bend. Okay, but right now this will work. I may not even need this side, but I'll weld it. So I'm gonna put tape now. Okay, I'm gonna trim a little bit of this, what you see marked on the tape. I'm gonna take this out, remove it out, because that way this round part is actually not sitting right on this. So if I take some of that, make it flatter, all these edges will touch, and then I can use a Sharpie and custom mark where I'm gonna cut after I make this relief cut here. So I'm gonna show you real quick as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I did a dry fit. Maybe you can see it on the camera, as to why. See that little bit, that little round part, okay, is if I were to remove that round part and make it flat, then I put this over after I cut it, then I can actually use my Sharpie and trace whatever I need to trace. Okay, so all right guys, here we go. All right, got that cut. Okay, get that piece out. I'm gonna go do a dry fit right now, see how it looks like on the exhaust. Okay, ready to weld. My welds are gonna be all at the bottom, so that when you see and you look from the top, the whole thing's gonna look plain. Okay, so my welds are gonna be at the bottom where you won't see them. Okay, so here we go. Now I've learned one thing. As I was tacking the welds onto my exhaust manifold, my turbo log, okay, found out the settings, the speed. I'm just gonna show you. I only have a Harbor Freight titanium inverter welder with a MIG, so here are my settings. Okay, down to a C and number 4, or just below 4. Okay, and what it does, I gotta give myself short bursts of if I go too long, it'll blow right through. That was at the beginning. I had it set to E, little higher or a little more voltage, and I had set it to 6 and the wire speed, it was crazy. So I slowed it down. I'm like, okay, right here, I could always grind this down anyways, but I could always fill this back up. So what I've been doing also is I had a cut over here and I've been filling it using the spot weld method. Just hit it real quick, and then use a wire brush. Let me show you real quick. Use this wire brush, stainless steel wire brush, and then clean it, and then point to my next line there that I'm gonna weld, and I was able to fill in that line that I had. So that's the trick. I found out the trick on this one because it's mixing two metals, stainless steel and cast steel, so it's just spot welds. I could always grind this down. I'm not too worried about it. I can grind this down, not to where I make it look good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some cuts here, a cut here, and then use the hammer to tap this down so that I can still fill around it and make a good joint. But it's gonna be a spot weld type of setup, like brat, clean it, brat, clean it, brat. So it's gonna take me a long time, but in the end I'll show you the the end result as it comes through. And I'm just gonna again cut here, relief cut here, relief cut here, relief cut here, and then tap it with a hammer. Okay, shape it to the form, and then spot weld it all the way around, and then grind it down smooth, and then show you the end result. Okay, here we go.